Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kate, welcome. Mr. Chairman, I hope we'll move this as expeditiously as we can. What do you see as the most important function of the General Counsel at the agency?
Senator Burr, thank you for the question. Thank you for meeting with me the other day. I enjoyed our opportunity to speak. I think the first obligation of the General Counsel's office is to provide accurate, clear, rigorous, and timely legal advice to enable CIA's mission. Given the importance of all the work that CIA does, I think that is the first thing that the agency should ask of its lawyers, and they should view that as their first obligation.
And if the director of the agency disagrees with you, what do you do?
If the director were to disagree, well, I will say first that I welcome robust and rigorous discussion, and I welcome being challenged on legal views. I think that's one thing that clients and lawyers sometimes do for each other. But if I were to be confirmed as the chief legal officer of the CIA, if it was my view that something was not lawful, and I so advised the director, and he nonetheless proceeded to disregard my advice, I would have to consider, of course, resigning and taking other action.
So let's say that there's a gray area. And your recommendation is brief the committee, and the agency or the director chooses not to do that. Do you believe it's the role of the General Counsel, if you felt strongly enough, to come directly to the committee?
Senator, yes, I think that the General Counsel has significant obligations under Sections 502 and 503 of the National Security Act and under the CIA Act to inform this committee timely of significant intelligence developments and the legal basis for them. So I can see a circumstance like the one you're describing that would certainly fall within those obligations. To address the questions more generally, I think the fact that there's a lot of gray area in the law makes it all the more important that that agency counsel be very clear with clients about areas where there are legal risks and what those risks are versus questions about legal permissibility and impermissibility. And one of the guiding principles that I have used throughout my career is to be very clear about the distinction between those two to help enable clients to make the best decisions on the basis of my legal advice.
Well, thank you for today's testimony. I thank the chair.
I want to follow that.